Hi everyone, Deeper from New Zealand again. Once again, my apologies for yet another rugby game, which is playing in the park next door to me. In fact, it's right through that gate. So obviously a bit of noise suppression is not possible, and they seem to be very enthusiastic today. However, I was very enthusiastic when I discovered this Dublo 280 loco, which I bought a number of years ago, and which apparently had hardly been used, if at all. And in fact, the wheels are looking very clean. The whole loco looks clean. The transfers look excellent. It's in a box, which is with the lubricating oil and with the correct inserts and with paperwork as well. So I've given it a service, and I've also given it a bit of a test run and warm up on my rolling road, so that it's had a bit of running in, and I feel it's now ready to haul a train on the Garden Railway. So it's going to be this Dublo set that it's hauling, and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully, well, it is one of the Ringfield motor versions, and that has been known to sometimes overheat, so I guess we'll have to keep a lookout for that as well. So anyway, on that basis, let's get underway. Oh my goodness, it's going extremely quietly. Wow. There's a little bit of wheel spin there, I think. Difficult to tell sometimes with the 280 because they've only got very small wheels, but I think it's really getting, oh my goodness, really getting moving now, and no one's touched the controller. I'll pick it up on the other side of the forest section. Here it comes. Very, very quiet indeed. Once again, my apologies for the shadows and the alternating sunlight and darkness, but it is autumn here in New Zealand at the moment, and we can't avoid the weather. Now that's rolling to a stop, which will burn out the motor, no doubt, if we allow it. So I'm just going to give that train a little push along. I may have to increase the power on the return journey. There it goes, it's picked up now. Very, very quiet running. You can hardly hear the motor running. I can hear the tender rattling a little bit, but not the loco itself. It's obviously feeling the weight of those wagons, and they have got a bit of resistance to them, I must say. Dublo wagons and coaches do have a bit of weight to them. I think the axles sometimes are a little bit tight as well. I thought this bunch of coaches wagons were actually pretty good, but it's obviously a bit of a job for the loco, so I might just give that a little push just to get it onto the isolated section of track, and we'll go from there. So there it is. I think for a loco that's been running recently, that's not a bad run. We'll turn it around, I'll give it a bit more power, and we'll see how it goes on the return journey. So I didn't in fact turn the wagons around, I just put the guards van at the back. So we're going to go this way around. I've given the controller a bit more power. I'll put the loco on track, and hopefully it's picking up power nicely and is taken off quite quickly. There it goes. Sorry again about the shadowing. I'll try and get in front of the loco. My controller buzzing, so the loco must be pulling a bit of power, and I hope it'll stop in time for the buffer stop. Just tapped into the buffer stop there at a very fast run, so I guess the running in that I did earlier has made some difference, and I think that's just an illustration of a locomotive which was built probably, I would say, in the early 1960s, being the Ringfield version. Not used for a long time, and probably only had its proper running for the first time today, or maybe once or twice by the previous owner, but certainly it's in extremely good condition, and in fact even the wagons are quite attractive and looking like they're in good condition. So thank you very much, everyone, for liking and subscribing as usual, and see you in the next video.